Welcome to One on One, a program hosted by African Press International, where we discuss political and social issues that affect our lives. My guest today is Juliet Okparaebo, originally from Nigeria, now resident in Norway together with his family. Juliet, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
From Nigeria to Norway, now settled and educated, working and having a family. Tell us the challenges you faced in your early years in Norway, owing to culture and fitting into it.
Yeah, the challenges I faced from the time I came to Norway is a very big thing. First of all, the first challenge I had was weather.
Yes.
Then the next thing was food, and the other thing is language.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came from Nigeria to this place, these three things were very, very challenging.
Yes.
But first of all, I started with the one that is very, very important to me, and I started with the language.
Yes.
Because I know that even if I drink water,
Yes.
that can sustain my life. And then the weather is something that I can live with. So I started with the language.
How long did it take you, the challenge of learning the language?
Language is something that won't last every time as long as you live here in Norway.
Now I'm thinking for you to start communicating,
Okay.
to
With
communicate and be able to live day to day.
Yes, it took me about 2 years to come into the system and then to understand come and go. But it took me around 4 years for me to fit into the society, and that I could be able to read and write.
You have raised a family here. Your daughter Edzine has succeeded in athletics. She is a champion in Norway in 100 and 200 meters for many years now, since 2005. Tell us how that feels as a parent and the support you have given to her as a mother.
As a mother, I supported Edzine 100%. First of all, we knew that when somebody is in athletics or in sports in general,
Yes.
it is very, very expensive. That support of giving her training outfit, her pocket money, taking her to the training area, and then bringing her back is what I and my husband supported her fully. And I make sure that she is, whenever she comes back, I make sure that she stays in the house, because Edzine stayed until she feel about 22 years before she will be able to move from the house.
But the challenges of having a child going to sports in this country, in Norway, one has to probably have a car immediately. And when did she start interest in athletics? Because I see many Norwegian families, they have to drive a child here and there, and they must have quick communication to drive, to bring them back and so on.
Yeah, Edzine started her athletics career when she was 13, 15. So during the time that when we knew that she has the talent, she was 13. And that time, we don't have a car.
Yes.
So we have to take her to the training area, to the sports center, with a bus. And then, but Edzine is somebody that is very strong, and she don't like person to just take her like she's adult. She knows.
She's a strong woman.
Yes, she is very strong. So at that time, we took her to the place, and then after some time, she said, "Okay, I can manage by myself."
Now that we are still in the family, before we go to other things, we have also learned that one other daughter is good in sports.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about her. Is she following her elder sister's footsteps?
Yes, indeed. She's following her elder sister's footsteps, but the reason is that she is her own is long jump and triple jump, while her elder sister is 100 meters.
Yes.
A track. So, but she is also good in what she's doing.
Let us turn to you and what you do in Norway.
Yeah.
Bringing up a family, as we have discussed, educating yourself and working. How has it been for you as a mother to combine all this?
Yeah, that is a very, very big task for me. First of all, I give my children first priority, and myself is the second priority. But what I did was that I have to make sure that what I know or what I want to acquire by myself, I look into it. As a mother, I started by learning the language, as I said.
Yes.
And after that, I had to look for what will help me to live or earn my living very well. That I started to train myself as an assistant nurse.
In Norway?
In Norway. So after doing that, that was in 2004, I finished as an assistant nurse, and then I had to apply for higher education.
You have a good education,
Yes.
bachelor's degree as
Yes.
a social educator.
Yes.
You have a permanent job here in this country.
Yes.
Many immigrants to Norway,
Yes.
they are educated, they have failed to acquire jobs. Tell us about your education challenges you had to go through and how you have settled into a permanent job, because many, especially from Africa, you are from Africa, you said, there are many who are educated and they have no job.
Yeah, that is true. But mine is very, very different because I studied what Norwegian society needs immediately. Some foreign women, when they come to this country, it is left for them to know what the society requires. If you get into an education which the society do not need, it means you have to stay without a job.
I think that's a very important point, specified, because I agree with you on that one, that many people come, they go to university, get education, which is actually not relevant
Yes.
to what is wanted, what is on the market in the country.
Yes.
And then they complain later on
They
that
complain later
we are not given jobs.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that one, so that maybe some other immigrant women and men can first of all study to look for, find out what is wanted by the country before you take up any education?
Yeah, as a social educator, not many Africans, because this area is not well known in the African country.
Yes.
So many African people, they do not go to this area. Everybody goes to nurse, because nurse is something that we have in Africa. But here, if you are a social educator, you are qualified to work from the kindergarten, in the school, then they will take you to the hospital. Yes, you work with people that has the physical and mental challenges. So you have area of specialization, and then you have. So
you can actually you can actually choose what you want.
Yes, I can exactly choose where I want to work.
You have a family to care for. You have a permanent job, like we have discussed now. Apart from this, do you have hobbies that relaxes your mind at times?
Yes, I have my full job, and in weekends or maybe in the evening, I had another hobby. That is, I'm also an artist. I write songs. I give melody to that. Then that's my hobby, and it gives me very joy.
And you say you are an artist.
Yes.
You have also decided, I understand, to release a CD in June this year, 2013.
Yes.
Tell us about it and how you are able to combine your artist activities with family like us and job, because being an artist is also, it demands a lot.
Yes.
To put into it and succeed on it, in doing it.
Yes. To be an artist is when you have the talent. Anybody that has talent to do something, you don't put so many hours in that because that comes naturally. I wrote my music even if I'm cooking.
Yes.
I wrote my music even if I'm driving. So I got it anyway, and I can write it as fast as possible. So
you write your own songs?
I compose, I wrote the text, then I produce it. So all these things I did it, but that didn't take me my time from being a mother, from doing whatever I want to do, even to my studies, even to my work.
That tells me you are a strong woman, active in all these things.
Yes.
Here you are again, having started an organization for women called Acharauco Dancing. I don't know if I pronounce it right.
Acharauco
Dancing Group.
In Norway.
Can you tell us, or tell our viewers what it is all about?
Acharauco Dancing Group is a voluntary organization comprises of only women. Dear in that group, we have agreed to take only dancing, because my aim of organizing this or starting this organization is that I have seen that women don't have time to go to these training studios to train, and then I think that okay, if I can open this organization and then allow women to come there and dance. So anytime we do this dancing training, that gives them the training that they have not had the opportunity to go to the training studio to train.
That takes me to a question, because now you say it is for women only.
Yes.
Are you not, by doing so, discriminating us, the men?
No, I'm not.
When you have you are concentrating on women dancing. What?
Yeah, I'm not discriminating from the women, because I know that men have opportunities to go out. Most men work, most men go to training studios, but while women, in a culture where I come from, women is responsible to look after their kids and to cook. So having this job,
yes,
it means they don't have any time to go out and train. So I have concentrated only on women who does not have time to go and train, to use this opportunity to train as well.
But when you say women, Acharauco, it sounds Nigerian. Is it only for Nigerian women, or other women from other countries can join your dancing group?
Right, well, we can say that it is not only Nigerian, because Norwegians that are married to Nigerian men is as well allowed to come in. And it's still open for other African women if they wish to. But the barrier there is that the language we use is my own mother tongue.
In the dancing music.
In the dancing music is Igbo. So if anyone is comfortable with it, it's still open for other women from the other countries.
I've heard for a woman in this country to get into the system, like you are saying, it seems you have done your best, you have managed, you have succeeded. And when you have a group like this one, where women come to dance, I used to hear stories that some women are refused by their husbands, for example, to go to learn Norwegian classes. But they go to study Norwegian classes, they are not allowed to go. How do you manage with these women coming to your organization? Some of them are married. Is it easy for them to come?
Possibly it's not something that one has to make open for to me.
Yes.
But because I don't know what they are facing at home. But the few that are very, very interested, few that are very, very interested to come, they just follow immediately. They receive our mail to come. So I don't know whether they have problem in leaving their places or to convince their husband. But all I know is that it goes with family understanding. Yes,
that's good to hear.
Yeah, it's just family understanding. So if one has the common understanding with the husband, I don't think that this will be a problem.
How long has your group existed?
We started in 2012. But as an artist, I started my career since 2002.
Yeah, do you get any support, assistance? Because having a cultural dancing group is very important because that is what Norwegian system encourages. Do you get any guidance, support from the system itself?
Right away, I have not gotten anything. We are just moving by our own this membership.
But I'm sure you know.
Contingent,
But
yes.
I'm sure you know you are entitled.
Yeah, I'm entitled. I have applied, but no reply yet.
Okay.
Which I hope that probably I can get, because I am the member of TONO,
Yes.
which is the organization of the artists, and I'm also a member of GRAM. GRAM Art is also an artist organization. So every time they used to send me a link where I can go and read and then know what to do. So I have applied, but I'm still waiting for the reply, for the support. When it concerns this thing I'm going to do on the 8th, the releasing album.
Now that you mentioned the releasing of the album, how have you organized it? And have you invited many guests who will participate that day? Because I think it must be an important day for you.
Yes, already now the invitation has not gone out, but a place where we are going to do it
Yes.
is going to contain about 750 people, and I know really whom to give the invitation and how to send it. So we are hoping that people will come.
I hope we are also invited from African Press to attend.
Really, yeah, yes.
Finally, Juliet, you have profiled your organization saying it is to stop the word integration and move to engagement. Can you elaborate this? Because the aspect of it is interesting.
Yes. Integration and engagement is probably the same. But why I say that we have to drop the word integration and move to engagement is this. People think that to integrate in the society is only when somebody can speak the language.
Yes.
Only when somebody can go to school, and only when somebody can get a job and work. And then after getting these three basic things, they relax. But our own organization looks for a faster way of the integration, which is going into dancing. And that going into dancing will make us to reach people very, very easy.
Yes.
And be known in the society. That is why I say that we have engaged ourselves in dancing, because in that area of integration, almost all the members that are in this group, they have all gone to school, they can speak the language, and then they have job. So, but the only thing that is lacking is that they cannot dance alone. They cannot do something alone. If not, we have this organization. That is a group. Yeah, that's why.
What can you tell the African woman, in short, living in this country when it comes to being, engagement, to participate in the social life in the country? What message do you have for them?
The message I have for them is that if they see this country, it's a country that if you don't go out and find somebody will not find you. And so many people live into so many kinds of sicknesses that they don't even know where it comes from. So what I'm encouraging them now is for somebody to find out what you can do for yourself. Not only dancing, some people can do other things. So it is very, very advisable for them to look into what they can be able to do, and look for where they can go and find it and belong to that group. It's very, very important.
Thank you, Juliet, for this interview. I wish you well in your endeavors, and especially as you focus on the release of your CD and the promotion of the values of your organization. That helps women in your group to understand and be active in the society instead of being passive.
Thank you.